TikTok keeps asking me to do like, some form of series, and I really do not know what to do it on. I just go off like knowledge, what I know, in my life experience and stuff, and I just like whip it on. You know what I mean? Because like, some people don't understand certain things, and I think it's always helpful, like if you know that further extra information about a situation, it's always good to obviously share, so that basically people can get some feedback and get some more information on an actual topic or a situation, if you know what I mean. I can only go off my life experience, what I've obviously been through, my thoughts on like different forms of like, benefit and stuff. And basically like traveling up and down the UK. I've done a bit of modelling, like obviously in the past. I have been asked to do have some pictures done in Manchester again. So I will obviously look at that. So what does the future hold for me? Is it going to be office work, which I've had over 2 years experience, or will I go back into modelling? One cannot predict. But either way, I will definitely enjoy it. I've got very sort of like, different skills that I've obviously had in the past of catering, hospitality, as well as like business administration. I always think it's really good to work in different sort of departments. In hotels, you've got like bar, you've got reception, you've got kitchen, you've got restaurant. To be honest, I was always toing and froing between the restaurant and the bar. I did obviously a bit of kitchen, if you know what I mean. I did do a bit of like housekeeping, but my main sort of like higher things I did in hotels or bar is basically, it's gonna have to be like, restaurant and bar. That they were my strongest ones, if you know what I mean. But I did actually try the others. Also, working in an office, it's very good the fact that I've worked in different departments. You see, I've had a go at HR. I've done a bit of like admin for them at Guinness Northern Counties. That was in Oldham. And then I've obviously like worked in Manchester at a bank and that. And it's like I worked on savings. I've worked high volume processing. But the thing is, it's like when they say when you do like high volume, right? And effectively, the same focus you use for, how can I say, sport. To be honest, you do the same when you do high volume, because it's something that goes like within your mind. If you have to do 36 signatures in 1 hour, you do it, and it's like it's drilled into your mind, and you'll get it done. You know what I mean? It's like you work at a certain pace, and you'll meet the actual deadline. You know what I mean? It's something that you think of in your mind. It's like if you need to get like a fast time on a track, again, you think to yourself, right, I need to aim for this time on a track, and you will do it, if you know what I mean. Or if you think that I need to come either first or second in a race, you'll do it. You know what I mean? It's something that goes within your mind, is that you'll predict it before it happens. If somebody turns around and say, "Are you going to win a race?" Of course you are. You know what I mean? Because you know you can do it. And this is it. Half the time, your focus, speed, and stamina. Some of it is obviously related to your mind. It's what your mind tells you. And it's like if you do like high volume processing working in an office, you will get the actual job done, and you'll meet the deadline, most certainly. And he has to say, I've had a go at tax returns, I've had a go at savings, high volume, post room. It was very good within the 2 years to work at different departments, you see, because I always think, if they need you somewhere in an emergency, especially like with the COVID-19, yeah, you have to be flexible and go and work in different sort of like departments and that. You need to multitask, and you need to obviously adapt to change very, very quickly. Because when you obviously hit situations like that, to be honest with you, um, they need you to meet deadlines like somewhere else, and you have to like be a really good team player, if you know what I mean, and you have to help other colleagues that when you've met your deadline, go and do some extra work. Do you know what I mean? Because like the more, say, you send out letters, especially working in a bank, you've got to bring more customers. Of course you are. You know what I mean? It's like working at a bar. If you work at a fast pace, you memorise drinks orders, you count back the change, okay? You memorise Other things, you know, you're serving as many customers as possible. And the more you memorize like prices, and you do it on a repeated basis, it'll lodge in your head. You'll work at a very, very fast pace. I always remember the factor of when people turned around to me and said, you know, um, you have to work at a fast pace working at the Surfers Paradise in Walkabout in Wigan. I said, I know I can. And the thing is, because the music was so good, yeah, I was like bouncing to the rhythm as well, and also memorising prizes. And that night, I took more than everybody else. They started laughing after, but they said that, they said you have to work fast. I don't know what they're thinking. Sometimes when you start at workplaces, right, some people start slower than others. And then once you get in a routine and you do it on a repeated basis, the one thing I can tell you, you will speed up and then you'll see somebody's speed. Whoa. You know what I mean? It's just one of them, right? That, sometimes some people come more confident than others, first of all. But once you get into the swing of it and you learn that actual job criteria, you will find yourself speeding up automatically. You will, you know what I mean? So that's the way it is. But I'm still thinking of an actual series, right? I have shown my face. I've had my teeth done. Yes, looking very pretty. But let's see what the future holds. Either I'll work in the office again, or basically I might even do some modelling in the future. I really do not know. I cannot predict at this time, but we'll see how it goes. Okay then, thank you. Bye.